Hi, I'm Chris Peterson with Brazos 1031 Exchange Company. A lot of people, when they call the office, they want to know what the process is for doing a 1031 exchange. How do you get started? What are the steps in the process? So let me summarize them for you today. So usually when somebody calls, what I encourage them to do is get their 1031 exchange agent involved in the transaction as quickly as possible. So the way we start is we get some basic information from our clients and we go ahead and send them an engagement letter. The engagement letter just kind of defines what the relationship's going to be, what tasks that we're going to do, and what we expect the client's going to do. And it sets forth what our normal fee schedule is. Now, there's no money due at the time that we sign the engagement letter, so it's really a no harm, no foul situation if the 1031 exchange doesn't end up going through and you can't sell the property. But that gets us involved in the transaction. Then what we ask our clients to do is to go ahead and put in what's called a cooperation clause into their real estate contracts. So basically that's just a clause that says, hey, other party, I want you to know that I'm doing a 1031 exchange, that Brazos 1031 Exchange Company is going to be my exchange agent, and that there is going to be some documents that we want you to sign as part of the process, but you're not going to have any additional liability and there's not going to be any cost to you in signing those documents. So it just gives everybody the heads up about what's coming. Then the next step of the process is going ahead and doing the contract and getting ready and just going through the normal process of selling a piece of property. Now what we're going to do is prepare some exchange documents that we send directly to the title company or the closing agent. And then we'll have those documents signed by all of the parties at the closing. Now, when the closing occurs, instead of our client taking home a check for the proceeds from the sale, what's going to happen is those funds are instead going to be wired to a trust account. The account is set up in the client's name and in their taxpayer ID, so social security number or EIN, and we're going to hold those funds in that dedicated trust account until it comes time for them to close on the purchase of the replacement property. So we're going to hold those funds, and then they're going to enter into another contract to buy the replacement property. The process repeats itself again. So you're going to go to closing on the purchase of the replacement property. We're going to send some documents to the title company again or the closing agent for the 1031 exchange. And we're going to take the funds from the client's trust account and we're going to wire those over to the title company for the purchase of the replacement property. Now, the closings have to occur within 180 days of each other. So from the time that you sell your relinquished property to the time that you purchase the replacement property needs to be 180 days. Now within that 180 days, at some point you got to tell us what you're going to buy. And so in the first 45 days of those 180 days, you're going to have to identify potential properties that you're going to purchase. And whatever you close on for the replacement property has to have been on that list that you give us at the 45-day mark. Now, all of this process is pretty straightforward, and it's actually very cut and dried. It sounds more complicated than it is. The truth is, a good 1031 exchange agent is going to walk you through every step of the process, make sure you understand what your deadlines are, give you multiple reminders about it, and make sure that you have all the documents you need, whether it's to the title company or to you personally, in time to do it. So I hope that explains sort of a basic overview of how to do a 1031 exchange and the steps that are involved. Remember to keep in mind the two primary deadlines, 45 days to identify, 180 days to close. And if you do that and pick the right exchange agent, you'll be fine. If we can help you with your exchange, again, give me a call at Brazos 1031 Exchange Company. Our number is below. You can also check out our helpful videos on YouTube, or take a look at frequently asked questions on our website, which is brazos1031exchange.com. Again, I'm Chris Peterson. Thanks so much for listening.